Bitcoin is approaching one of the biggest decision points in weeks. The higher time frames are beginning to show signs that a relief rally towards 68,000 to 70,000 could be developing, but the lower time frames are flashing warning signs that another pullback may come first. Let's jump into the markets, and right now, before we go over the top-down analysis, I want to go over this winning trade that I gave you guys on the last Bitcoin episode, which was on this 15-minute time frame. I was seeing this double bottom, and then we were flagging out sideways, so I was thinking that this could have been a cup and handle play. Gave you guys this entry at around 63,700 with the measure move taking us to about 64,600. Not only did we hit that, but we actually went up as high as 64,744. So congratulations on whoever took this setup. This is a big win for the flex candle community. Starting off here with the monthly chart, right now the price of Bitcoin is at $64,462, and we ended up closing the month of July pretty bullish. We were able to stay above the 50 moving average, which is currently now at $60,789. Now for the month of August, right now we're kind of bullish. We have another green candle. I'm thinking that we could get some type of a relief rally. Maybe we could eat most of this red candle here from June and wait for this 21 moving average to catch up to price a little bit, because we are currently far away from this 21 moving average. That's currently at 87,832. Now the big question is, are we going to be able to get above the 21 moving average eventually, or are we going to get rejected? I'm seeing two patterns here. This is kind of looking to me like a falling wedge that can eventually break us out, and that'll bring us all the way up back above 120k eventually. So if we could break above the 21 moving average, this could be a pattern that could be in play. But if we stay below the 21 moving average, I could also see how this could be some type of a head and shoulder pattern, where this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and currently we're making the right shoulder here, and then obviously this could bring us all the way down. So it's hard to say what's going to happen. I feel like the 21 moving average is going to be the gateway to let us know what will happen eventually. We head over to the weekly chart. We see that the Stochastics RSI, we're on the way up, but now we're kind of rolling over. So this could go up, it could go down. Let's see what ends up happening. What's important here is that we're still holding above the 200 moving average, which is at $63,788. This candle closes in the next 3 days and 5 hours. I'm thinking that if we're bullish, this could end up being some type of a double bottom, one bottom, and this could be the second bottom. And maybe this is what gets us out of this bear market. This is the bottoming pattern. But if not, if we cannot get back above this 21 moving average, I do have still this bear flag that we've been kind of tracing pretty good, and we haven't been able to break above it. That could send us down to about 47k. So right now Bitcoin's stuck in the middle. Either thing could happen. On the 3-day time frame, we look at the Stochastics, we can see that we're toppy, but we're starting to roll back up. So it looks like we might get one more hump up here. If that's the case, we could probably make it towards this 50 moving average at 69,397. I've been calling a move towards 70k for a couple of weeks now. It still hasn't happened, but we've been holding on to this 21 moving average. As long as we could hold on to this, we could possibly break up. And if the Stochastics do roll up here one more time, maybe that's what we need in order to test that 50 moving average here. On the daily time frame, again, this could be the bear flag that eventually we break down from to 47k, or we also have a possible inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and this will make us go and test this 200 moving average at 70,551. We see that the Stochastics RSI still have room to continue to go up. We're still holding above the 50 on the RSI, so I'm leaning a little bit more towards a bullish move towards this 200 moving average, even if we eventually roll over. So far we've been holding the line here on that right shoulder. We take a look at the 4-hour time frame. The Stochastics are on the way down, the RSI is starting to roll over here, but I'm liking that the 21 moving average, this white line, crossed up on this 200 moving average, this yellow line. We're kind of flagging here sideways. If we could hold onto this 221 moving average, I think that we could start making a move back up here. As you can see, we're kind of going up in an uptrend here. We have higher highs, we have higher lows, so we just need to stay above this 21 moving average, and eventually we could possibly break out and make that move towards 70k. Now the 1-hour time frame is looking a little bit bearish to me. We see here that we didn't have the strength to go all the way up here on the Stochastics RSI. We're starting to roll over, and I'm starting to see a possible head and shoulder pattern here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. This measured move could possibly take us to about this 200 moving average, which is currently at $63,820. That's actually not too bad in the grand scheme of things. As long as we can stay above this 200 moving average, we could bounce from here and eventually continue to go up. But if we lose this 200 moving average, you can see here that we kind of have a gap here. We could eventually start getting back down to 62, 61k, and possibly testing 60k again. So let's see if we can hold on to this 200 moving average if we do roll over. And on the 15-minute time frame, the Stochastics here are looking bullish. We're pointing up. The RSI starting to point up. We lost the 200 moving average here. We bounced back up. We kind of had an M pattern. Lost the 200 moving moving average again, and now we're starting to recover it. So short term is looking like we might cool off and maybe go sideways, maybe go as low as 63k to retest it, but I still think that we have a chance to go and test 70k in the medium to short term. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.